All right, I am Dr. Sage Bentley, and I am your instructor for calculus for summer 1. So I'm just going to go over a few things so that you can figure out what's going on with this course. First of all, look, it's me. I am Dr. Sage Bentley. My email, if you need to email me directly, is sage.bentley, bentley, @navarrocollege.edu. And if you will grab your cell phones right now, I need you to join what is called Remind. And so this right here, hang on, let me get organized a little bit. Okay, anyway, here we go. If you will grab your cell phone, and if you don't know what Remind is, it's an app. You do not need to download the app. It will prompt you to, but you don't need to because it'll just come in as a text message. But what it does is it lets me text you as a group or text you individually, and you can text me individually, and we don't have to worry about anything creepy going on. So if you will take your cell phone and send a text message, the phone number, if you will, is 81010. And then the message that you're going to send, please include the @ symbol, and it's CALS. Sorry, I just said that wrong. CALCS 120. So basically Calc Summer 1 of 20. Okay, that's what I was going for. So when you do that, if you've used Remind before, it should say, hey, welcome back, whatever. If you haven't used Remind before, then it should ask you who you are. For the intents of my class, you are not a parent. Okay, you may be a parent in real life, but this app can be used in elementary schools and in middle schools and stuff, and so they want to differentiate who the parents are versus who the students are. You are also not the instructor. I am the instructor. So you are a student. Tell me your name or what you go by. If you have a nickname, whatever like that, that's what you need to sign up with because that's who you're going to be in my brain for the rest of this semester. And so if you have any issues with that, you need to let me know pretty quickly because this is going to be the main thing. If I mess up on a due date, which I usually do, okay, if I need to get out a mass message quickly, this is how it's going to happen. Okay, I'll also post stuff in Canvas, but that's going to be dependent on when I can get to my laptop, whereas I've always got my phone with me. Okay, so make sure that this is done. So one of two things should happen. It should say hello, or it should be asking who you are. And again, you do not need to download the app. It's just going to take up space on your phone. All right, so from there, you also need to go out to YouTube and search for my channel. It's very creative. It's Dr. Sage Bentley. Okay, so search for my channel. I've got, I think 4 or 5 playlists out. You're going to want to look at the one for Cal 1. So it'll say Calculus 1, and every video for this semester is already out there. There's like almost 70 of them. And that's going to be the lectures. So you're going to watch those and walk through the homework and get done from there. All right, so the next thing we need to go over is WebAssign. WebAssign is how I'm going to manage your homework and manage your tests. So you're going to want to go to webassign.net. Okay, so and you'll see that up here. Go to webassign.net. You may already have a Cengage account. So if you used Cengage now for anything, then that's it'll populate and it'll say, "Oh, I recognize you," whatever. But you need to get in there, and it's going to ask you at some point during this process for a class key. And your class key is Navarro College, all one word, lowercase. And then the numbers 8192-3353. Okay. Both of these documents, the Remind document and the WebAssign page, are both uploaded on Canvas, and I'll go over that in just a second. But I'm kind of sort of talking you through this, so here we go. All right, every bit of your course is going to be held through WebAssign. You're going to do one assignment for me in Canvas, and then never go to Canvas again as far as I care. Okay. So the one assignment in Canvas is going to be your syllabus quiz. We'll go over that in a few minutes. Okay. So when you go to WebAssign, do not buy a hard copy of the book unless you really want it. The ebook that you have access to is actually really, really cool because if you go in there, the graphs are dynamic. So they actually will rotate for you and do all sorts of stuff. Plus there's embedded videos. There's all sorts of cool stuff. It kind of makes the textbook come alive. And so having the online version of the textbook is very, very, very beneficial. In addition, if you're taking Cal 2, I think that instructor wants to use textbook only, which means you would still have access to the textbook. It's just through WebAssign instead. Okay, so you could still have access to the course and look back at it and still have access to the textbook. Anyway, so that's what we got here. So that should enroll you into my course. Okay, so that being said, at this point, you should have access to the syllabus through Canvas. You should have this remind page through Canvas in case you lose it. You should have this WebAssign page through Canvas. All right, so from there, a couple little warning things that I want you to be aware of. The grade book is not in real time. So you will be able to see individual grades, but the grade book will not configure until the due date has passed. So it's going to show you until Saturday morning. It is going to show you that you have a 0 for the course, even if you've done all of the homework for chapter 1. And then magically it will update because all of your chapter 1 homework is due Friday night at 11:59. Okay, so I've got it set up to update at 1 a.m. every morning. And so as stuff shuts down, it will then suck those grades into the grade book. But you cannot see your overall grade configured until the assignment shuts down, if that makes sense. So just be aware your grades will be changing on Saturday mornings and again on Monday mornings, because then your test will be in there. Your exams are not proctored, okay, which means you take them at home. And I am begging you, because I believe in you, that you will not cheat, especially if you are going into Cal 2, where your exams will be proctored. So if you think that somebody else doing this is going to get you an easy A, you're going to be setting yourself up for failure. Please also be aware that I have ways of checking on as far as what the ISP you're logging in from. So I've caught people logging in at the same time from Houston, Kansas City, and Fort Worth. And that's kind of impossible to do, which led me to believe that they were cheating. Don't cheat. If you have questions, I am here. Your exams, I do not give partial credit, okay? But they behave the same way as the homework. So it's going to open up. You have 2 attempts per question. So if you get it wrong, you get one more chance. Because I am giving you 2 attempts per question, I don't go in and see if I can give you additional points. I expect you to catch any errors in that second submission, okay? So don't say, hey, oh, I forgot this. I'm sorry, but you should have caught it on your second round through, okay? But it behaves. So you'll be able to submit question 1 and then see if it's right. And if it's wrong, you have one more chance. And then you can move on to question 2. You do not have to submit the entire assignment at the same time. You have 90 minutes to complete that test as soon as you open it. That's it. And so I don't want you to cheat, but I cannot keep you from using your notes. Okay? So that's just be very thorough, know what you're doing, and that should be plenty of time for you to finish a test. I try and make it done where you're done in an hour. So an hour and a half should be plenty of time. But that clock starts ticking as soon as you open that exam. So please do not say, oh my word, I wasn't paying attention, because there's a little hourglass thing that will notify you that it's a timed exam. Okay? So just be aware, as soon as you open that thing, you got an hour and a half, and that's it, and it will shut down. Okay? Your due dates are in the software. Your due dates are in the syllabus. And you will notice, except for chapter 5, because we cover chapters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, your due dates for homework are always Friday night by 11:59 and 11:59 p.m. Central Standard, okay? And then your test will open 1 minute later at midnight. So you have all day Saturday and all day Sunday through 11:59 to tackle that test. But you will not be able to go back and look at your homework because it will disappear. Okay? So get your homework done by 11:59, and then you got Saturday and Sunday to do your test. Okay? And then that will disappear. The only thing that doesn't fall in that category is your final. Chapter 5 is cumulative. It's also your final exam. And I gave you a couple of extra days to do that. So it won't shut down until, your homework will shut down Monday night, July 6th, I think. And your test opens at midnight that night, which would be Tuesday morning at 12 a.m. You must take your final on Tuesday. You cannot take it early. You cannot take it late. You will take your final, and that one is not timed, okay? But you will take your final on Tuesday, July 7th, and I've got to turn in grades Wednesday morning, okay? I drop your 2 lowest homework scores, and I drop your lowest exam, but not the final. So I will drop 1 exam, but not exam 5. I will not do that till Wednesday morning. Okay, so if you just bombed one of the tests, don't give up, keep going. All right, your homework. You have 99 attempts per question. I couldn't do unlimited. So you got 99 attempts per question to do each thing of the homework. At the bottom, you'll see submit assignment. That is only necessary if I gave you 1 attempt. So let's say I gave you 1 attempt and you did 1 problem out of 30 and you don't want to go through and fake out the rest, then you would just say, I'm done, submit the assignment. You do not need to panic about submitting the assignment. Okay, on your test, you might want to do that just when you're done. Okay, just as a clarification thing so that if I'm looking in, I don't wonder if you're still working on it. In chapter 4, you have an algebra review. It says chapter 5, algebra and trig review. It's long. I would start it now. You have access to every homework assignment right now. Okay, they just shut down as the semester rolls on. That thing is like 50, 60 questions. So I would not put it off to the last minute. You must do this before you attempt chapter 5. I'm telling you right now, chapter 5 is a butt kicker. Okay, it takes everything you've learned and it dumps it in your lap. So if you don't have a thorough understanding here, you're gonna drown. Okay, so that is for your own good. You have a syllabus quiz. So when this video is over, I need you to go into Canvas, and on the same home page, you should see an option for a syllabus quiz. You can take it as many times as you want. You must take it now, because our dean of online instruction is going to run a dashboard, and if you have not participated in the course, then they're going to drop you. So what does that mean? That means we can't enroll you unless there's been an error. So this syllabus quiz essentially shows that you are active in the course, and then you don't have to worry about it anymore. Just go to WebAssign from there. You need to use a graphing calculator. I would prefer, if you're going to buy one, that you get a TI-84 Plus. Okay. If you got a TI-83, that's okay. It'll work. Okay. But ideally, if you're going to purchase one, it's a TI-84 Plus. Do not use a TI Inspire. Do not use a TI-89 or anything like that. They do too much. Okay. If you have any questions, please, 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 please email me. Okay. This semester goes extremely fast, but it's extremely manageable. You can email me. You can text me through Remind. I'm going to be the only one that sees it, so you don't have to worry about blasting the class. But either email me, send me something through Remind. I'm not by a phone, so don't try calling because that's not going to work. All right, so bottom line, what you need to do at this point, because your homework for Chapter 1 is closing on Friday night at 11:59. Oh, that's what I remembered. Your exam reviews. I did not do videos covering your exam reviews, but they are for a grade. So you must complete the exam review. That's for me to show, because I'm working through a lot of the homework and explaining it to you. But the exam reviews make sure that you can stand on your own. Okay. If you can do the review, you can do the exam. Okay. So please let me know if you've got any questions. I'm anticipating having a flood of emails stating that you have all enrolled in the Remind course. I've got a whole bunch of notes out on Canvas as well. So if you're rusty on factoring or graphing or anything like that, all of those notes are there. The unit circle is there. All the trig identities are there. So you can print those off as you need them. But that's pretty much it. So as soon as you do the syllabus quiz, dive in. Start going to YouTube and start working. And let me know, please let me know how I can help. Okay? Email me, let me know. I am always here. Kind of. All right, goodbye.